Hey, what is up, M2 crew? Michael Mathis here, and I wanted to make this video with you today. We have double unders in our workout today, and I wanted to share with you a couple mistakes I see a lot of M2 members making when it comes to double unders. All right, double unders are really those pesky movements that have took some people 2 years to learn. It took other people 2 minutes, but it just kind of depends on where you're at and what you need to work on. So first, let's talk about a lot of mistakes that people make is in choosing a jump rope. A lot of the times people don't select the right height, all right? And here at CrossFit M2, we have a couple different heights. We have blue, we have yellow, we have red. I highly recommend you going out and sourcing your own jump rope. The coaches here can help you figure out what jump rope is gonna work good, but the thing with the jump rope is it is a personal item, and you wanna make sure that the height is gonna be the same every time, the feel is gonna be the same every time, the weight's gonna be the same every time, and we're gonna talk about that here a little bit. All right, so go ahead and keep watching this video as we cover these tips that'll help you master the double unders. All right, so let's talk about the height and weight of a rope. I was helping an M2 athlete here last week, and they were trying to master double unders, and come to find out her jump rope was honestly too heavy for her. There's a couple different sizes of jump ropes where the ropes are actually different widths. These two are gonna be the same, but I know RX jump ropes make some where they're thicker and a little heavier, and some where they're a little bit lighter. All right, as you're learning the double under, it can be helpful to use a heavier or a thicker rope, but as you get better at it, you wanna move to some of these lighter ropes that'll spin a little bit faster. All right, for that athlete particularly, the rope was just too heavy. All right, she was able to do the double under technique correctly, but the rope was just too slow for her. All right, next let's talk about height of a jump rope. All right, the jump rope height that you want to do is you want to step on, you want this jump rope, all right, if I put the handles up, to go to about your chest. So for me, this would actually be a little bit short. All right, this jump rope is gonna be a little bit taller, and this one should meet me more at my shoulders. Yeah, this one is gonna be a little bit more of my height. Now, also keep in mind, this is a bit of a personal preference. There's some athletes that I've seen that like the rope shorter and some like them a little bit longer, but overall, this is gonna be a good starting marker. And once again, if you have your own jump rope, you'll be able to adjust this handle up or down a couple inches here or there to just find that perfect spot that's gonna work great for you. So the next tip I wanna share with you, or tip number 2, I'm gonna talk about arm placement, or where the hand should go in the double under. A lot of the times, you wanna make sure that your double under and your single under motion is the same. So if you can look here, my hands are at my side, my chest is up tall, and my wrists are doing all of the movements. All right, one mistake I see people do a lot when they try to master double unders is they get these hands out here and they're spinning the rope with their shoulders. All right, you should not spin the double under with your shoulder. You should spin the double under with your wrists here. So I'm gonna show you the difference and what I see a lot of our athletes making in the double under. So a lot of people get their hands out here and they'll start spinning with their shoulders, where here's where you wanna be. Notice how much smoother, much more efficient, even faster this is. I'm just using my wrists. My shoulders are not moving at all. All right, from a side position, I want my chest up, I want my feet underneath me, my elbows tucked in at my side, and my hands kind of out at an angle. So my hands are not straight, they're not totally out at the side, they're kind of at this angle. And this is gonna allow me to be able to move my rope up and down to get that quick whip in order for it to be the double under. So let me show you how to do a double under properly with this hand placement. All right, here's a good double under. As you can see, my hands are not moving, they're right at my sides, and I'm jumping on my toes. Now let me show you what I see athletes do a lot of the time. They get a double under, they get excited, and they start to move these hands out and straighten their arms. This is something you want to avoid doing. This is gonna definitely cause you to trip up. All right, and as you can see, it's already harder for me because that quick movement is coming from my shoulders, and my shoulders are not able to do that. It has to be a quick flick of the wrist. All right, so next let me share with you tip number 3 for learning and mastering double unders. All right, we're gonna talk about location, or the spot on the floor. A lot of times what I'll see athletes do is when they're learning double unders is they'll actually start jumping backwards as they're trying to do them, because they're so worried about their wrists and their shoulders and what the rest of their body's doing, they forget to just jump in the same spot. And a lot of the times your speed can be great, your rhythm can be great, but you jumping backwards, you're actually hitting the jump rope with your heels and messing yourself up. So one thing I'm gonna have people do, if you're struggling with staying in the same spot, is just take a little piece of chalk, just mark a nice little X on the floor. All right, then all your focus needs to be is being able to keep your feet right on this spot. All right, I'm gonna show you some good reps with my feet in one location. So my toes are gonna be here. I get set up with my hands right at my side, get a couple singles going, and then go for the doubles. And I tripped up. It happens. Now, but the focus is being able to stay right on that X the whole time, all right? Now here's what I see a lot of athletes doing, and I'm gonna show you, is maybe they get that X put down, they start doing some doubles, and they kind of start jumping backwards and then eventually trip up with the rope. That's gonna happen because the rope is gonna be moving, your heels are gonna throw up, and you're gonna trip up. So put an X right there on the ground and focus yourself on bouncing off the balls of your feet right on that X, and do not move off of it. All right, M2 crew, so I want to share with you a 4th tip that's going to help you master the double unders, all right? And one common mistake people make in the double unders is just not being able to get the rhythm going or understand how their wrist should spin, all right, with their jump, all right, and how to time all that together. Now, you can see in my hands, I have 2 jump ropes, right? A lot of times if you're just practicing double unders with 1 jump rope and you trip up, you have to totally reset. And one advantage to using 2 jump ropes like this is it's gonna allow you to keep practicing the rhythm of the double unders without tripping up. You'll be able to adjust your mistakes in real time and be able to kind of learn the feel of how the double unders should really feel as you're doing them. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna have 2 jump ropes here. And what I'm working on with this is the timing of the jump in the spin, all right, with my wrists and my feet. So with this exercise, what I can do is I can time hitting the jump ropes at the floor at the same time, and then I can actually go in time how a double under would practice, or how a double under would work with 2 ropes. All right, and so let me show you again. So what this is gonna do is gonna allow me to hit the floor at the same time with both ropes. And if I'm getting one hand off, which I was on that point, my left hand was a little bit off of my timing, all right, it's gonna allow me to trip up. But I can also see whether or not the timing's the same, and if my hands start to move all over the place or whatever's gonna happen. But the focus with these 2 ropes is to have both ropes hit the ground at the same time. All right, if my timing gets off, where maybe I'm only having 1 rope hit and then the other rope hit, all right, I'm gonna see where my flaw is gonna be, and it's gonna be in the movement of my wrist. So getting 2 ropes out and practicing the timing of both ropes hitting the ground at the same time, along with your jump and your spin, all right, is really gonna help you kind of adjust and feel that rhythm once and for all. So go ahead and practice these 4 tips. I hope they help. Thank you all very much. Kick some butt on those jump ropes. See you here soon.